The plan today. So I have, as you know, all these spare pieces. So I have all this spare wood. So I'm just making sure everything is solid. So I've got all these beams in the ground with concrete. I've got a couple pallets. And now all those are solid and supported by those beams. I'm not going to do this part yet. I'm going to have to wait because I think we're going to get rain soon, but I'm going to build a wall around here similar to this one. But I just have to support the bottom more. So I was able to extend this wall with that pallet. And now I think I have enough rocks to start building some kind of foundation around it. I want that rock wall to go around that tire and all the way up here. So these are recycled bricks. Well, I guess they're not recycled bricks, they're just, I guess, handmade bricks. These are 1 gallon plastic bottles that I just found on the street. So on the bottom, there's clay and road base. And then in between, there's like random bottle caps, glass bottles that I smashed in there, all the spare nails that I pulled out of the wood, out of the recycled wood that I've gotten. And then at the top, I put in more road base and concrete. So this is better than a brick. So what I'm doing is putting them behind these rocks. And then I'm gonna pour a couple bags of concrete inside there. And that will keep this rock wall intact. All right, so I started building the rock wall in the corner there. So I don't have any like really big rocks left. But the idea is to go all the way up to about there. And then seal this in somehow. And the floor is looking good. It's solid. It's pretty secure. There's no wiggle at all. In between, you know, like from maybe like every 12 inches, there's bracing. Got the little step. I just got to figure out this piece right here. But this is all pretty solid. So I think maybe today I go from here to there and then start blocking this all out. Framing this all out, because then there's going to be I think this part's just going to be flat, and then it's going to go up and then down this way, but I'm not sure how to do that yet. Then I also have to find a piece of plywood for this part, but then I'll have to put bracing in between here. I have enough 2x3s to do it. And then the floor, then we'll have like a nice flow that goes around, up the step to where my bed will likely go. And then I have to finish the steps to go down in here, which will probably be the closet. So as I get closer and closer to getting done, the pieces get smaller. So I just have to fit these pieces in. And then at the bottom, there's like way more bracing. So it looks a little I mean, it looks fine. I think when it's all said and done, if I put a sheet of something along the top of it, it's not gonna matter. Like, the floor is really solid, so I'm not worried about it caving in or anything, but I don't know if I'm gonna have a problem when I lay the floor because some of the screws kind of stick out. I mean, oddly, every piece is flush with the next. So that's a good thing. But then some of the screws kind of stick up a hair like that. So I'll have to, maybe I can cut those off. But oddly, and I'm surprised that it worked out, the floor, like each piece, is completely flush. Like this piece right here. Like, it's worked out really well. I mean, it's not bad for all spare shit. Like, all right, so I'm gonna attach that one to that one. But you see how it kind of goes in like a V? Like it's on an angle. And I feel like that's gonna be a problem when I start to put the roof on, because I'm gonna try to put a 2x6 up a little bit and then go this way. But the roof here has to go high enough so that when I go up the steps, I don't hit my head. Now that I'm thinking about this part is gonna have to go higher. And then the roof will have to go like that. And those tires are gonna stay inside. And then behind here, I'll probably just start framing up. And then I gotta figure out how to get that a little higher, because there's gonna be a set of stairs here somewhere. And when I get up there, I don't wanna hit my head. Here we go. What if I start the roof up there and just go down, like one continuous piece, to make it easier on myself? I might have to buy that wood though. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find all spare wood to frame that roof. That's gonna be a bitch. But if I can get that side and that side completely even and completely level, and I've been doing a pretty good job making sure everything's level, I should be able to just go straight down. That floor is 100% level. It's perfect. The little dot on the level goes right in the middle throughout the whole thing from corner to corner. But when you stare at it from here, why does it look like it's got a slant? I wonder if it's this that's slanted that way. But the floor, it's definitely level. It's 100% level. So I don't get it. It's so weird. Like, I know this is level, and that's level. But why does it look like it's not level from the street? All right, so I just ordered some road base. It should be here today. So I'm gonna fill this tire. It's got a bunch of garbage in it. It's the best way to recycle. So now I gotta fill all here with Adobe to keep the road base from falling out. Same with this one. There's a bunch of garbage underneath it. Fill this one up. Fill down here with a bunch of Adobe so that the gravel doesn't fall through. And then got this really big tire here that I fill with garbage. That will be the start of this wall here. So all of this I'm hoping will be blocked in. And then I want to do some bottle art around the top there. All right, all this is gonna go in the rest of those tires. So I have 4 of those really big tires. So that one and that one. So they're probably gonna go up to probably there, about that high. So I'm gonna continue these tires. It's a bunch of trash that I found across the street. My old concrete bags. Somebody's probably missing that. This thing, I guess that's for an RV. And then in there is all rocks and then garbage. More garbage, 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 trash. So I'm gonna fill all this with concrete and Adobe. All right, so that tire is all sealed in. That one's all sealed in on this side. So next, I just have to build up this whole area to seal in the rest of this tire so I can start filling them up. And then these will be steps to get up there. Now I'm just trying to frame the top with pallets because I started building from the top and not the bottom, which I still don't know why I did that, but it's too late now. But I'm gonna frame the whole, I guess, what would you say, the perimeter of all here, all down there, and all around with pallets. And then just make sure they're really secure and tight. And then I can start putting the roof on, which should be interesting. Oh, this one's heavy as shit. I'm gonna get this up there. Should I take the steps or the ladder? No, Jesus Christ. No way. All right, so because this part is kind of crooked, but it's solid, so I think I'm gonna put a 2x4. I'm gonna put a 2x4 from here down so that I can screw the bottom of this pallet right on top of it. And then screw it to this wall and then go over about probably one more pallet to go over here, because then I'm going to put a little door right here that goes out to the steps, but I got to take that off first. So this pallet is 4 feet. I knew that. So I have to cut a 2x4. Maybe I should go a little bit more than 4 feet. All right, so that's in there pretty good. So now this will go on there. Shit, is it not big enough? Whoops. Out here, just to keep it from close enough. All right, so the plan is the door will go there, about there. The rest of this will be all glass. And then there'll be some kind of arch that goes up. It'll be all Adobe with maybe some bottle art. It depends on how hard it's going to be to get up there. Set of steps, go to a door there, and then that'll be the bedroom. Bathroom will be down here. And then out here will be a patio. I'm probably going to get someone else to do a concrete pour for all this into there. So this part will be all outside. And then here, I'm going to build like some kind of structure, because in there is going to be a pool. All right, now it's time to start putting Adobe on these bottom tires. This is all garbage from the side of the road. I get those tarps at Walmart, that's mine, but they only last a few months. And then what I do is I just kind of shove them in between and dispose of them properly. So this part's next. Okay, so I got a lot done this weekend. So I started filling up the tires over here. This is going to be the bathroom. Bathtub will go right there. And then water will come down into this garden. Next weekend, I want to start putting Adobe across that wall, filling it up there. I started framing the loft. I got a bunch of pallets. So I had to figure out how to get a door over there. I got all this done. Got that first step started. All down here. By the weekend, this should all be dried up, so I can start filling those in. Start working on those steps. Started framing that side. So all in here is going to be full. Right now it's just full of garbage I found from around the neighborhood. So this is going to be all full of concrete and some of that row base that I got. I'm going to go all the way to the top, to there. And here we are on the bedroom floor. I'm going to start framing all this around, and I can only do a little bit at a time because I'm doing it by myself. So from what I've seen, people usually do one full frame wall and then a bunch of guys lift it up, but I'm not going to be able to do that. So I'm going to do it one pallet at a time. So right now I just put these little pieces in here just to keep it up, but it's oddly pretty sturdy. But as I build up, it'll be stronger and stronger. And then this side, same thing. Just started putting 2x4s across to attach the pallets. The pallet goes right into this base here, but it barely moves. But as I add on to it, it'll get stronger and stronger. It's a nice view.